What's going on, guys? It's Wraith back with another video. And in today's video, I'm going to be actually showing you guys how to improve your SMG aim, as well as I guess you can use this for your AR aim as well, but mostly it's going to be focused on SMG. And in case you guys haven't noticed already, this video is native res, and every future video I have will be native res because Fortnite made the update where no more stretch res in competitive play, which is pretty annoying, but hey, what can you do? But basically, I'm just going to get right into the video because someone did request a video on improving SMG aim and they were wondering how to do it. So here this video is, and if you guys have any questions or any videos you want me to make sure you leave it in the comments and I will get to it eventually. May not be the next video, but it will be eventually. But basically, so I have a couple tips, and make sure you stick to the end because the best one is at the end. But the first one is, when you're shooting, like right now on the screen, don't jump up and down and shoot. You want to strafe side to side and shoot because it makes you honestly a harder target, and you can aim down sights and you can aim better. So for example, we're just going to be looking at this. Look how many headshots I hit when I just crouch and try and move down a little bit. You don't always have to move side to side. That's just for very advanced players. And then look, if you shoot really high and jump around, you're only going to hit a couple headshots and you might get a little lucky bloom. But most of your shots are going to be body shots and your kind of aim's going to be all frantic. So you want to just strafe side to side and basically try and hit as many shots as possible. And I will get back to that training session in a bit. But basically, for the second tip that you can really do, this one's more to practice your aim. The first one's just kind of a tip you can use, but this one is play 1v1s. Now, I'm sure most of you guys already play 1v1s. If you don't, I highly suggest you start playing them. But basically, play 1v1s against a person who's decently close to your skill level, or you can always join Discord or always join something like that, and literally just practice using an SMG. So don't practice using your pump, AR, SMG, or whatever you're using. For this drill, since we're working on SMG, use just your P90, just a blue SMG, whatever you want. Again, if you're working AR, use an AR. If you're working everything else, use whatever you're working on. But for this SMG video, I'm going to say just use an SMG and just practice spraying against your partner. You can, like I said, you can find tons of players in Discords and YouTube comments, on Instagram, anywhere. There always will be people looking for duo fills. But yeah, this is kind of just a good way to get used to playing that SMG, get used to spraying. Another thing I'm going to say is these two are kind of relatively the same thing, but also it could be that your sensitivity is a little bit too high. If you feel like you're missing tons and tons of shots, trust me, it's smarter to play lower sensitivity, especially if you're on keyboard and mouse. Make sure you lower that DPI a little bit if you feel like you're missing tons of shots. It will help a ton. If you're on controller, lower it a little bit, and maybe if you don't want to lose that building quickness, just turn up your building sensitivity unless it's max, and that's just your kind of decision on how to play. But yeah, I suggest you turn it down just a little bit, just a tad. Trust me, every time you turn it down, it will feel way easier to move, and eventually you will kind of find that sweet spot that you like, that you enjoy, and that you feel you hit the most amount of shots with, because it is all about consistency. If you feel one day you're hitting all your shots and then the next day you're like, okay, I've hit 3 SMGs out of 4 clips, right? You don't want to be doing that. You want to be consistent. You want to be able to hit your shots all the time, especially when it counts late game, etc, etc. And sorry about these builds in the background and edits, by the way. My building is not too great. This is the first time on native res in probably like 4 months ish, so not the best building, but hey, no big deal. The next step I'm going to say is, again, if you're on PC or whatever, download something like Kovacs. I know a lot of you guys already know what it is. It's basically an aim trainer online through Steam Store. Trust me, if you play track on Kovacs, biggest difference you'll notice for your aim over any other thing you can possibly do in the entire game, or anything you can work on in the game. It is unbelievable how much my SMG aim and some people's SMG aim has improved through Kovacs. And if you don't want to spend $10, which again I highly suggest you do, spend it on, or buy the Aimtastic, which is a free version of it. Well, I guess you don't have to buy it, but get Aimtastic. It's very good. It's very close to Kovacs. Obviously not the exact same thing, but whatever. And for you controller players, or even if you don't want to download one of these games or you don't have enough storage, there's tons and tons of maps for creative aiming on creative drills, etc. So you can literally just look up on YouTube SMG creative aiming courses, and they will show you tons and tons of videos that you can watch online, and then you can literally just, again, enter in their creative map and just join it in, or you can join a previous creative map that's meant for just AR aim and shotgun aiming, as long as you can actually access an SMG, you can use it to improve if you can access a creative course. Like I said, you don't need to be just PC. You can be, or controller, you can be PC as well if you choose to do. But yeah, definitely if you grind either the aim trainers or just aiming drills in general, it will help a ton. Trust me, I've done both of them. I've tried all different methods to improve all my type of aiming, especially SMG, and playing the aim courses or playing Kovacs or Aimtastic definitely helped the most. Now the next thing I'm gonna say is, I'll get into this clip right now, but another good way is if you feel like you're getting bored of the aiming drills or something, you want to feel like, or you want to have that real draw to a person, like I did at the start of the video and like I'm going to do right now, get a bot, just one, maybe two bots, make it sure they're close, their range is on close, and literally just practice your SMG shots. You can make it spawn so it has max health, max shield, quick respawns, and again, you can have 5 SMGs, you can have 1 SMG and just reload it, doesn't matter. And all I want to see you do is stand close to the bot and just practice strafe shooting. You can practice jump shooting as well. Don't just do strafe shooting, because you want to practice actually your whole accuracy. So I know in a game I said do strafe shooting, that little kind of up and down, side to side movement. But for practicing, also do up and down, because there are times you're going to want to do up and down. It's very rare. I always recommend going for the side to side, up and down way, but do practice jumping, because you can practice tracking your actual crosshairs over the bot, which is a big improvement on what it was before. So if you can just continue tracking the bot with your crosshairs, again, you don't even really, if you don't want to, you don't even have to shoot. You can just practice tracking your crosshairs along the bot as you're jumping, strafing, crouching around the map, kind of. Just try and keep it on the bot, or again, you can shoot the bot as much as you want, and just practice that strafing side to side, practice jump shots. Like, I'm just kind of repeating myself, but trust me, these will help you a ton. So another thing, and this is probably one of the last things I'm going to say, actually I have one more after this, but this is probably one of the last thing, is you can, what I did in the previous video of my AR aim training, all you have to do is build a wall, edit the wall in the middle, and just start practicing shooting in the wall and try not to hit the edge of the wall. You can jump, you can strafe side to side, whatever you want. Just practice keeping your crosshair locked in that middle hole, and practice shooting through that middle hole. Try not to hit the side of the wall. You can do that on any material you want. I'd recommend metal, because then you're not going to break it as much. And also, if you want a little bit of an added bonus and then a little bit added hardness, I guess you can say, is just build cones all over in front of it. And basically what that does, it kind of just changes your terrain, so you're going to be higher here, you're going to be lower here. You can even edit a little bit of the cones just so you can kind of get a different feel of what happens when you're higher, when you're lower, what height you need to be, just so you get all that kind of track and momentum. Because if you're just practicing it standing still and you just practice shooting down, obviously that's going to be easy. Obviously you're not going to use that often in game, like if at all, that you're going to be standing still. You always want to be moving, so you're not an easy shot to hit, and also you have a better chance of hitting the player. But yeah, like I said, you can just build pyramids, you can edit the pyramids, you can even build ramps, other walls, whatever you want. You can just do that, edit the middle, and then try and shoot through it. And the last step I'm going to say is pretty obvious, and I'm sure a lot of you guys know, is just play the game. I say this for every aim trainer video I ever made, and if you just play the game, trust me, your aim will get better. It might not get better as quick as you would if you're grinding the Kovacs, or you're grinding aim trainer courses through creative, or even aiming on that bot. It won't be as quick, and you won't feel your aim getting better as quick, but eventually it will get better. Like, I know Ninja, when he first started playing like H1Z1, PUBG, all that, his aim obviously wasn't as unreal. It was still probably pretty good, but not unreal. He just kept playing. He didn't grind Kovacs or anything back then. He just kept playing, and eventually your aim will get better. It just will take some time, so I just wanted to let you guys know that. But yeah, you can even, if you don't want to ruin your stats or whatever, you don't want to practice in arena mode, whatever, literally just go in Team Rumble, only pick up an SMG, and just practice going around trying to kill people with the SMG. You don't even need a pump. Obviously, if you're playing an arena or even normal duos, normal solos, normal squads, use your normal loadout and just try and practice with your SMG. But if you actually want to practice your SMG in game, I'd say go into Team Rumble, or go 50v50, or whatever that kind of special creative mode, whatever you want to call it, is right now. Use that SMG and literally just only an SMG and just run around and try and kill people and practice trying to hit their head. You want to hit all body shots, but eventually, trust me, your aim will get better. So yeah, so hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you smash that like button, and I am getting a new intro if you guys are curious. Someone is making it for me because apparently there's the last person that made it, he used other people's clips and I didn't know that, but it is getting fixed, so hopefully that will be up in the next couple of videos. But yeah, so if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you smash the like button, make sure you leave a subscription, and make sure you use creator code Wraith-YT in the item shop. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time.